All right, Nicholas, here is a look at a little bit of your first run at the Mount Snow GS. I did put you up against this kid from Bromley, who one of the better skiers there, so I just thought it'd been helpful to visualize some of the things we're talking about. Your line, start off was okay. Here you are coming through, you're in the same spot as him, and you're both pretty close to the same position above the gate. You're intersecting rise line, more or less at the same, place. Your skis are pointed, out and away from the pole, which is good, so we can bring turn shape back to the pole. It does look like your feet are, a little too close together, which we've been talking about. It makes it really hard to roll up the skis to a high edge angle platform when they're that close together. But more importantly, just because of your body position, you can just see how he comes in. He rolls them up, gets better angles, and really stands on that outside ski and gets the ski to come around. So he knows, I've got to bend the ski. How do I bend the ski? Well, I got to really pressure it. I got to sink on it. He now makes them low. He's got better angles, and he gets the turn done quick. So although you started it in the right position, your turn is going to take significantly longer. Here's his turn. It's done there. All right, and now yours, if you go back, started in the same position, it's just going to take much longer. And you can see the skidding. So the end result is you're much lower. So you started in the right place, which is good. We just got to finish, higher up the hill. So what does that mean? Well, we have to get into more of an athletic position. We have to be really standing on the outside ski, pressing it through the turn, bending it, and that means sort of, like he's doing, sinking down into that turn. So I know we've been talking a lot about how you tend to, stand up too tall, and that's sort of what we're talking about here. And obviously, you can see the difference in your stance versus his, right? So we use ankles and knees to roll the skis up on the edge. I'm going to move the hip to the inside, like he's doing here. We never get that hip going to the inside there to create those angles. We've done a lot of the drills, the Schlopy drill, torch drill, trying to, learn that and then incorporate it into our skiing. And now it's time to incorporate it, We really got to focus on your stance and your angles and, realize whether you're doing it or not and start doing it, The only way to do it is to do it, because then it sends you way down here on this low line. So as we've been talking, we got to get into a more athletic, ready position, a lower position. We keep asking you to get lower. And lower is going to be through almost, I hate to use the word, but almost like you're sitting in a chair now. You can see him. He's forward in the boot, sitting in a chair, kind of could think like you're back on your heels. And we don't want you on your heels. We want you forward, driving forward in the boots, but getting into a lower position by really kind of, after rolling up the skis with ankles and knees, dropping the hip in here. Right? I get to the angles. The more we can roll the skis up on edge, the tighter radius, and press the ski and bend it, the tighter radius the turn can be, the quicker the turn will be. But you can really see how he's, looking for speed, right? He is full-on race mode. And of course, we got to be outside ski to outside ski also at the same time. and you're kind of, moving to the inside ski there. You can see this, really this whole turn is on the inside ski as it's turning this way. The other one's still going down the hill. So weight on the inside, right? We do those, outside ski drills, for a reason. Again, you're going to see yourself initiating this turn on the inside ski as this one is going that way while this one's still out here. So outside ski to outside ski, right? Don't need that. But again, you can just see the lower position that he's getting. He's getting these, body angles that will look like this. Feet out here, level shoulders. All right, that's what we got to keep striving for. Doing those slopey drills and then incorporating it into our free skiing. And it's really going to come from free skiing. It's going to be hard to, necessarily just start doing it in a race course. And that is the beauty of, or why free skiing is so important. So, you do have ankle flexion, which is good. Your hands are, more forward than his, which is good. We're just in a taller stance, and the inside foot's really actually too far in front. We're going to pull it back like his to be skis more aligned. But he's in just a much, more aerodynamic, racing, ready position, right? And he's going to get the skis up on edge much more than you. A lot of things are talking about are interrelated. Hard to get the skis up on edge when they're underneath you. So, he gets them out from underneath them, which allows him to put them up on edge further. If we're standing tall with them underneath us, pretty hard. But you can see how your inside ski is relatively flat. You can obviously see how his skis are much more rolled up, than yours. So I hope this helps. We got to continue. I know it's, these are habits that you've been skiing this way for a long time and hard to break, but really got to focus in our free skiing on these things and feeling it and being aware of your body that, we need you to roll up the skis, ankles and knees, and then dropping the hip in and getting into what looks like a sitting position, a much lower position. He's not, super bent over at the waist. That doesn't help us get low. We get low by getting the feet up from underneath us. But it's going to start by getting into a better athletic position and taking a risk. You let the skis get out there. If you pressure them properly, when they're out there, they come flying back underneath us. But we got to take that chance in our free skiing first. So, I don't know. Hope this helps. So we're going to keep working on it. I know you'll get it.